didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
Yeah, we're gonna
this
let
is
the
not
camera
true.
like that, yeah.
This is not, doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're gonna destroy your career.
Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got absolute insanity right here, man. All right, look, we got insanity and of the highest order. Okay, insanity of the highest order. Let's get started. All right, first and foremost, didn't you love that little clip that we showed you in the beginning? Hopefully that clip played. I hope it played, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the source, man. He's always working hard every day, man, doing these videos, man. Shout out to us. Look, check this out, man. You probably seen it all over your timeline if you're on social media and stuff like that. And it is the insanity that is the exclusive video that was dropped by CNN of the Diddler and Cassie. We see the man, matter of fact, if you haven't seen it, I don't even know if it's gonna play here, and if it might even cut out, so I don't know. But we're gonna try to block at least the most sensitive portions of it so that it doesn't, so that you can't quite see it. But take a look at the insanity real quick.
Against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs.
Now, obviously we didn't show you like the worst parts. I don't think we did, but and hopefully Source blurred it out. But even if we didn't show it to you, you saw it a million other places. You could find the video. Okay, CNN posted. It's of Diddy running down the hallway in a towel, right? Which is scary enough as it is. Okay, but then after he runs all the way down the hallway, he grabbed first we see Cassie leaving. Right, she looks like she's leaving. She's got her bag. She's got her purse. And then she goes to the elevator. Then we see her chased down by the Diddler. All right, the Diddler chases her down, catches up to her, grabs her by the hair, throws her to the ground, right? And then it's just absolute insanity. And here's how I want you to take this into consideration. All right. This is consistent with the allegations that we all knew and heard about for months now. And this is consistent with what we've been hearing about for the last 20 years. But I'm afraid, right, that money is what makes it so that dude keeps getting off. Okay? Remember, man, we got to look like a lot of people was coming out like, oh, he has daughters. I just don't understand. Diddy has daughters. This is so frightening for his children. Shut the hell up, man. Because this is what this man has been doing to people's daughters. So what the cuss do we care about? Like, why do we care about this man not going down? Folks is talking like they don't want to see, we don't want to see another black man go down. This dude ain't one of us. Right? That's not like that might could be you. That ain't one. He ain't one of us, bro. This is not the kind of like what he do. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? And if you struggle to see that this man is a problem, and people like him are in our society, and every post he got love. It's so like, come on, bro. It ain't love, man. It ain't love. It's sick. It's sick. That's what it should be. The post should say sick. He's sitting there, man, it pisses me off to even think about, okay? And if you struggle with it, right? Because you can't understand, he's rich, though. He should be able to do what he wants because he makes a lot of money. You're an idiot. That's number one. Number two, I mean, you shouldn't even need a daughter or a niece or a cousin to be able to see people like this belong behind bars, bro. You belong behind bars, man. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is trying to get away from bro, right? And what does he do? He grabs your cousin, right? Grabs your niece and assaults her? I mean, but he makes a lot of money, so he should be straight, right? He made a couple of songs that you might could have liked, so he should be straight. People want to say, can I take a picture with you? Simple. People are simple out here, okay? And that's the society that we live in. Now, 50 Cent has chimed in on the video that's been all over the internet, right? And he posted this. He said, man, I'm sure Puffy didn't do this. He is innocent. This proves nothing. That is what his lawyers are gonna say. God help us all. When you got 50 Cent praying, I'm about to break my window. When you got 50 Cent praying, God help us. This is the society. This is what happens is this, man. A lot of times when people have a large amount of influence, right? That almost translates to power. Influence translates to power, okay? When people have a lot of influence and they have a lot of money, they have power. You'd be surprised. A lot of dudes will be ready to set it on somebody until they find out that the dude is a billionaire, and then all of a sudden that money commands respect. I made a little bit of money doing this channel, right? Just a little bit more. I made a little more money than I had. But I had like, you know what I'm saying? I got a house. I got some decent stuff. It was all right, right? And everybody was looking at me like, yeah, you ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? But then I started making a little bit of paper off of this, and it combined with my other money. And then folks started acting real different around me. It was kind of strange. And I wasn't killing the game. You know what I mean? But for a couple of months, I had a little paper on me. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of paper. And people acted real different. And it was disgusting to see. It made me say, this is disgusting that folks can switch up like that when they see, oh, you got an extra dollar? Yeah, I got an extra dollar. You know what I mean? And mind you, I be trying. I don't want to really talk about it. I don't be trying to talk about nothing extra that we make over here. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know everything went down, but you know what I'm saying. It was hot times back in the days. But whatever. Look, check this out. Let me give you this one right here, man. Because this next information I'm gonna get, that is bad enough. What's my time looking like? Let me see what my time's looking like. 6 minutes? Oh my gosh, I did pretty good with that one. Listen though, this next information I'm gonna give you right here is on some next, okay? Okay? This is with your boy. The first clip that we showed you with your boy Drizzy. Man, listen. Drake and Kendrick did the back and forth, right? And although we thought it was gonna be on some lyrical, you know what I mean? Kendrick made a very interesting statement throughout the whole process. He said this. He said to Drake's mom, he said, "Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think ninjas like him should die." I said, damn, this is some next level type supreme hatred. He said, "I think ninjas like him should die." Think about it now. When people talk, people don't really say stuff like, "I think people like that should die." But he says, "I think ninjas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get cuffed up in a cell for the rest of their lives." So he said, your boy is sick. He said he thinks people like him should die. And then he said him and Weinstein, see the connections, okay? They should be cuffed up in a cell. Why would you link him with Weinstein? He goes, he hates black women with kinks of a nympho fetish, right? Nymphomaniac fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just made him look better. You know what a beard is? Correct me if I'm wrong, but a beard is a man that usually has a woman around, right? To hide the fact that he has some other proclivities. You follow what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it like, look. I'm gonna put it like this, okay? Kendrick uses multiple entendres in his verses. It's possible there are multiple meanings in his lines. You know what I mean? But we just playing the interpretation game. Now, he did say, this man hates black women and hypersexualizes them, which may make someone like Sexy Red being attached to him make far more sense, right? Because what Sexy Red promotes, it's in line with what he's talking about. In fact, in his song, right? Your boy's song, First Person Shooter, he said, this is what he said. He said, "She called my number, leave her hanging, she got dry cleaned." Poor women, right? Poor women. Did I tell you the devil hates women? I just want to throw that out to you, that the devil hates women. He goes, "She got an Android, her messages is lime green." He said, I text her and end up seeing 20 things or something like that. He goes, "Nadine, Christine, Justine, Kathleen, Charlene, Pauline, Claudine." You're like, ooh, that's bars. Okay, fine. So that's bars, right? But why on the first person video, you see dogs with the names of the women around their neck? You're like, well, him and his boys in the song, you know, they dogs, so it makes sense for the women to be female dogs or bitches, right? That's a female dog. Okay, fine. You want to go with that one? Fine. Okay. Hold that thought while we pivot over to this clip of DJ Akademiks, one of the biggest fans of the Canadian rapper Drake, right? Who was on live earlier this week, DJ Akademiks, and being anonymously sent a strange video by someone who had his direct number, it seemed. And the video sent to him involved something cannot confirm any of it to be true, and I do expect it to all be bullish in regards to there being a video. So he's saying he don't believe none of that. But earlier this week, UK rapper Dutchavelli, brother of Stefflon Don, had some court papers leaked which confirmed his family to be a part of some blank trade bullish in Dubai. Are you listening? Why is this relevant? Because Sean Combs, aka the Diddler, would use Dutchavelli's family services when in London and Dubai. Why is that relevant? Because Sean Combs, because Drake was the one who told the Diddler about Dutch's family being in the trade, being able to get animals involved in these strange acts. Now, it doesn't say strange acts. I just used the word strange acts. You see the word. Hopefully it's up there on the screen. In a court document, a video of Dutch blanking a canine was played. Poor people in the courtroom. And so on. All this information and more can be found online. The strange proclivities. He said, freaky ass ninja, he the 69 god, right? Another person, you're like, another? Yes, another person, right? Let me see what they posted. Another person posted this. It goes, the person's name is Mamamoto. They said, I searched Drake and dogs today, and I'm not okay. I've never heard dogs make the kind of sounds we saw the chipmunk watching on that video. So it's the video that I showed you with the DJ Akademiks, okay? I wish Drake would never have beefed with Kendrick. I was perfectly happy just hating him for being fake. Come to find out, he's a sick white boy. Just don't put it on the white people. There's a lot of white people that don't do this kind of strange stuff, okay? Man, listen, okay? Check this out. There's an artist, right? That guy, Dutchavelli, he's in the UK, okay? Brother of Stefflon Don. He got into some hot water. I say hot water. He got into some hot water. If you look up the information, then you'll get it. Because it was stated, I believe, in the court documents that he was sliding into folks' DMs, and it was stated that their age was a problem. That's right. Certified lover boy, certified what? Okay. Now, Dutchavelli, to my understanding, is connected. Don't post the words in the comment section now. YouTube's gonna have a problem with that. Just put PDF. Put PDF. Certified lover boy, certified PDF. Listen, Dutchavelli, to my understanding, connected to the Diddler, okay? One of the Diddlers connects in the UK, and a video was floating around. Wait a minute. Before I finish this sentence, do you have kids around? I think they need to get that thing out the fridge for you that you normally need for this kind of moment. They need to get the thing out the fridge, like right now, okay? Come on now, we ain't gonna wait all day, man. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headed kid. They need to go get it from the fridge. All right, here we go. This guy, Dutchavelli, okay? Listen, if you're in a car, you need to speed past this, like speed 20 seconds ahead, all right? The video floating around is of, speed up 20 seconds, is of Dutchavelli and a dog, okay? I saw, like, on YouTube, they showed the man and the dog coming out from under the covers, but where the dude was, okay? And I was like, thank God they didn't show the rest or whatever the hell. But that video has been circulating around, but the full video, and it's captioned, how's man letting that dog just nyam out his? The word is blocked. Okay? I think it's the word bum. Then they said hashtag cancelled. Now, Dutchavelli and Drake have had their interactions, but those interactions may have cooled off. But since the situation with Kendrick, Dutchavelli has popped back up and he's reminded Drake, the Canadian rapper Drake, right, that he owes him a favor. Take a listen.
Hey Drake, make sure you promote my mixtape as well when it drops, cuz. You hear me? You know they say love is a favor for a favor, man.
So word on the street is that Dutch has a bunch of incriminating footage of Drake at these rumored freak-offs with women and dogs. However, it's not
with all this in mind, right? Where am I at over here? With all this in mind, we've already discussed why folks in the industry are having issues with the Canadian artist, right? We've discussed it in previous videos. But even one of his biggest fans, DJ Akademiks, may have turned on bro. Take a listen to DJ Akademiks' strong message to the Canadian rapper Drake. And take a listen to him flipping on Drake.
Being with you, bro. Bro, you my GOAT, you my favorite artist. But bro, you gotta stop the nigga behavior, bro. Why are you so fucking niggas bitches, bro? Like, you know niggas gonna hate you for life off of that shit. Why the hell are you over here trying to sell these niggas business? Yo, The Weeknd, from what I've heard, he don't, they had a little tit for tat, but nigga, I heard that nigga hate Drake because Drake tried to or either his girl, bro. Drake, you're foul for that. Why are you doing this? I'm listening to this nigga sing on this album, bro. This nigga, clearly, he's still mad. Drake, even as much as I defend you, you're a serial up nigga, man. Wayne got locked up. You f***ed his girl. Drama paid you for a feature. You f***ed his girl. Yo, what's up with you, bro? What the f*** is going on with Drake, bro? Yo, Drake, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Nigga, you're Drake. Of course you're gonna be able to f*** any girl. But what it's coming across, you don't got no goddamn morals. You don't got no integrity. How is everybody knowing you for f***ing everybody's girl? How do you have so much beef, my brother? The Weeknd done dissed you. ASAP Rocky done dissed you. Yo, it's unnatural that so many people hate one guy. If he ain't doing nothing.
Listen, man, I don't know. Something's up, man. Make of that what you will. I do believe when people see the ship sinking, they're like, man, cuff all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look, they get the life raft and they bail. Remember what Akademiks said? He said, if he's drowning, he'll take the whole industry down with him. That's what Akademiks said with his whole face. I posted it 2 videos ago. He said, I'll take the whole industry down with me. Man, we might see a whole lot of antics going down, okay? Let me pivot over to my shout outs and then we're gonna be out your hair, okay? Where we at over here though? Didn't I have something else? Yeah. All right, look, check this out, man. Shout out to come on, man, come on, you got shout outs on deck? I do. Well, can you get to him? I'm getting there. Don't rush me, please. Mr. DB Cooper. My man said, Diddy's kid told us this stuff was next door. I know, I wondered why he said that. In that song that King made, that little diss track that he tried to make that was really, really poor, right? He said, the feds came, but we had all the stuff next door. I said, why the hell would he say that? Gosh, it can't be this easy. Maybe he meant it metaphorically in another, maybe there's a place called next door. You know what I'm saying? Because that was crazy if it was actually next door. He didn't say that, did he? Gosh. And Quamo 10 said, the day my second mom died, let me see, I lost my spot. The day my second mom died, I left the hospital and I went to the same home she lived in. I got in the shower and started questioning God, asking him why. I was mad at God. In the process of me asking him why, he took over me. My tongue felt as if it flipped in my mouth, like I was trying to swallow it involuntarily. I tried questioning God again and began to speak in tongues. I covered my mouth and tried to stop, but he kept forcing his word out of my mouth until I fell to my knees again. I began to thank him, got out the shower, wiped the mirror, and seen that my face was clear. I felt a shade lighter. God is real. May 15, 2015. He showed me that. Oh yeah, BBGD, go check him out. I emailed you about. Oh, did you? I'm gonna check it. That's an interesting story. And I've heard stories like that. I told you, a lot of y'all ain't had nothing like spiritual occurrences. A lot of y'all had spiritual occurrences happen to you. Some of y'all didn't, so y'all be like, I don't really believe. But it might not be difficult for you to, like, you know, if you're already in the grips of the, you know what I'm saying? The devil might not have to do much with some of y'all because you're already in his grasp. You know what I'm saying? Some folks, though, it takes a little bit more. But yeah, there are a lot of, you know, my mom said that she was in church in Haiti, and she said that the minister told them that there was going to be rivers of blood at the carnival, and she was like, F all that, I'm going to the carnival. And she went to the carnival, and that was the year where a truck during the carnival, you know what I'm saying, ran over the people in the carnival. It ran over them, and it was coming her way, and her and my dad ran out the way, and when they came back out, she said there was so much blood it looked like rivers of blood. She went straight to church, and they told her, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we know that you're here, whatever, come to the front so God could deliver you. She said she refused to go, and she said she literally felt someone, she said it felt like she felt someone push her out the chair, and the next thing she remembers is that she was at the front of the church. She did not speak in tongues, though. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has that experience. So a lot of supernatural occurrences be going down, man. I had my own situation. I ain't never spoken tongues, though. But that's a different discussion. All right, look. Let's get right back to it. Wrap this bad boy up. I know you ain't tuning for all that. All that to say, I believe you. Lil Yachty has stated that he hates how everyone has teamed up on Drake. Okay, he said the battle was good, but it was a little pusillanimous for the other artists to wait for Drake to set it off. You know, sometimes people wait before jumping. They wait for the first guy to swing. Okay, take a listen to what Lil Yachty had to say.
Or like just going out doing bad blood on their name, or like not.
Hey, look, I hear what he was saying, but isn't everybody teaming up on Drake like similar to when an artist has his bodyguards attack other people? You understand what I'm saying, man? Isn't a jumping? Like if two people from an artist's entourage put hands on someone and two artists drop heat on another artist, that ain't the same thing? You know what I'm saying? If one is pusillanimous, ain't the other pusillanimous? Or is it only pusillanimous when the rappers jump someone lyrically, but not if an artist gets his entourage to jump someone physically? Are you understanding what I'm saying, man? You see what I'm trying to do? To me, it's all the same, okay? The other thing is this, okay? If the Canadian artist Drake's musical reach is on some rich baby daddy UMG Infinity Stones type energy, then is it indeed crazy if folks feel like they need to team up for an attack? Maybe it's me. You know what I'm saying? What if the artist is like, man, I saw what he did to so-and-so's niece? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be that. I'm not saying that's what it is. It could be that. Maybe it's me. Remember when Metro Boomin was like, you and I both know what you did and why I don't like you. That statement was very strong to me. And I'm praying it come out. Only because this guy's reach, he's got crazy amount of influence. And if he's doing something heinous to people, then I think the people, like public, needs to know so they could be aware. Because don't you need to know if there's someone that is doing wild stuff to the women in the neighborhood? You don't want to know who it is? I'm dying to know who it is. Who's doing wild stuff to the women in the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, if what DJ Akademiks said was true, and bro keeps targeting other artists' women, well, that's all about conquest. That I am better than you type thing, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, would you really, like, you think he really loves these women? Yeah, not if he's promoting what he's promoting. Okay? I don't care what anybody say. If you promote, if you take advantage of like people of the opposite sex, women and stuff, or men or whatever, you don't got no love in your heart for folks, man. If you abusing, beating on people, like repeated, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta, to me, like, I don't even think it gotta be repeated. You know what I'm saying? It is not a display of love. Now, a lot of people have been in relationships where abuse has occurred and they say, yo, man, that's years ago in the past. I never did it again. That I could say, okay, I understand that. That never happened again. I get it. But to be currently in a relationship where there's current abuse, no. You know what I'm saying? And really, I believe seeds grow into trees. So if something happens in the past or you start to see the seed of abuse, I feel like you're going to see the tree of abuse later. If you see the seed of abuse, expect there to be a tree of abuse. But don't let me get started. I don't want your relationship to break up. I don't want your current relationship to be, you know what I'm saying? I know it's super embarrassing right about now. And finally, hit the like button if you appreciate the content over here, man. There's a lot of work that goes into these videos, man. We actually got to gather this information up and give it out to you. I ain't just running my mouth. I be writing this stuff down. I'm actually reading something. You think I'm just running my jibs? I actually write all of this out, and then I got to read it like I'm just speaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking with errors and everything. All of this is fake. Nothing is real. You're like, what about that statement? No, that part was real. Anyway, look, let me give you this last piece, okay? And finally, once again, that was real too. The second one. T.I. has stated, right, that the feud between Kendrick and Drake was good and all, but it has some downsides to it. And those downsides negatively impacted a lot of other artists in the game. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Kendrick Lamar, beef that's been going down.
You can't really miss it.
Yeah, man.
You can't really miss it. I just appreciate the skill sets and the presentation, the presentation of art. I try to take it all with a grain of salt. All this shit they saying can't be true.
Right. Yeah.
It got to be some embellishment or some, some ambiguous, nature in some.
Watch what I say here. Get them thinking.
Yeah, but I think it can't all be true. But I just mostly listening for the double entendres,
yeah, man,
quadruple entendres,
yeah,
and the metaphors and just the skill in which they present their art.
You know what I learned from this tip? I'm like, I don't think when it comes to Kendrick or Drake, we shouldn't have to wait for another album because they done brought out 9 songs in a month. So that whole, you showed me that you can drop 2 songs in a day, bro. So don't tell me that your album is coming at the end of the year. And they not dropping fillers. They dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they hard.
Hell yeah, it is, man.
Yeah. I think it's good for the game. Right. I think it's good for the game. But I will say this, they done kind of fucked it up for some other people who were planning to drop, you know what I'm saying, in this period. I think some people were like, damn, I was gonna drop, but
wait this out.
Let me just see this through.
Yeah, man.
He said all this ish can't be true. Why not? People are evil, T.I. People do strange things, T.I., especially when their penises and their vaginas are involved. They do weird stuff. Rich people do crazy things with their penises, man. Like all these, like a lot of these people that flaunt having all this wealth, we come to find out they do weird stuff with their penises. It's so strange. My bad. He said, I mostly listen for the double entendres, the metaphors, and the skill in which they present their art. I think it's good for the game. He goes, they done kind of effed it up for some others who are planning to drop in this period, though. Hey, look, man, when you see a big wave, close. When you see a big wave, stand a cuff out the way. You know what I'm saying? Them artists, all the other artists that wanted to drop something, and then Kendrick and the Canadian rapper Drake did they thing, everybody else need to get out the way. When you see something big, you're supposed to get out the way. Oh no, I'm a stand. I see the truck coming, but I'm just as strong as a truck. Or you just about to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's kind of, to me, that whole situation, like that beef, Kendrick and the Canadian rapper, I feel like it was like a classroom. It's like what happens in the classroom. So-and-so has a presentation, but before he could present, a fight breaks out in the middle of the class between the two heavyweights that have been exchanging jabs with each other all semester, okay? And the people that were supposed to present, they can't present in the midst of the fight. So your presentation gotta wait. Hey, look, okay? While the big fight broke out, smaller fights were breaking out in the classroom, on the outskirts of the classroom. You see what I'm saying? And all of us had our phones out. We recorded the joint. We talk about the fight on the bus. You know what I'm saying? And the other rappers that had to present, they have their presentations just pushed back. Okay? Look, man, you got to fine tune your joints anyway. Kendrick has folks in the loop of examining rhymes and looking for depth. And a lot of y'all had simple ass lyrics, ABC bubblegum lyrics with no depth queued up. We don't want to hear that garbage, okay? Save it, okay? You and your simple raps. I have a lot of sex. I did something with my penis today, and I did it with 2 and 3 people. Sick bastard. Go refine your lyrics so we can get some double entendres and depth. Or do you have none? A lot of these artists don't even have depth. They just got trash. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Kendrick had us mining for jewels in his lyrics. You said what? Miners? Yeah. Well, you know, he turned some people into miners, and then other people were like, oh, there's miners over there. Not those kind of miners. Like mining for jewels. My bad. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Look, a lot of these rappers, it's like, you ever see the beach push the foam up to the sand? Ain't no real liquid in it. It's just foam. It's empty. That's what a lot of the lyrics are. A lot of the music is. A lot of you rap, let me just throw this out here. My bad. I'm leaving right now. Okay, I'm leaving right now. I just want to send out a strong message. Dare I say, last message to all you artists out there that want to drop something in the next month, okay? And for the summer. A lot of y'all got trash music and we don't want to hear it. We know you want to jump and bunny hop for the money, right? But Celebs Sauce and a lot of the listeners over here, we don't want to hear your lack of depth garbage. Oh, we just want to make people dance. We don't got no depth. Yeah, no crap. You don't got no depth. That's why you keep talking about the same garbage that we've been hearing for the last 20, 30 years. Come up with something new, damn it. A lot of these artists are so damn simple. They don't got nothing. And you know what happens? The industry pushes them. This ain't written. This ain't scripted. The industry pushes the most simplest idiots to the forefront. That's what we constantly are getting. Mad garbage and trash. All the women are whores, or at least they promote it, right? A lot of not all the women, my bad. Let me take that back. All of the women promote whoredom, right? And then all of them are talking about how they pay prostitutes and they make a lot of money. We ain't impressed. You don't even got real body parts. You know what I'm saying? All the guys are fake gangsters and killers. We can't stand y'all neither. You're sitting there polluting the world with your nonsense and your trash. And I feel so bad when I see the people in Japan and all these other countries sitting there trying to promote the same garbage. Oh, gosh. Can't stand you. Yo, if you don't got no depth in your lyrics, man, go find another profession. You know what I'm saying? Go into something else, please. Stop giving us your garbage, because that's all we're shoveling. Thank you, Kendrick. We appreciate you, sir. Let Kendrick know Celeb Sauce loves him for the depth, okay? And if you know Kendrick, let him also know we would love nothing more than to get more lyrics from him at this point. Something with some depth. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. My bad. Your source for celeb news.